Taylor Swift, from small-town girl to global music icon. Before she became one of the biggest music artists in the world, before the stadium tours, record-breaking albums, and global fame, Taylor Swift was just a young girl with a guitar, a notebook full of lyrics, and a dream that felt almost impossible. Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13, 1989, in Reading, Pennsylvania. She grew up on a Christmas tree farm in the nearby town of Wyomissing, raised by parents who supported her creativity from a young age. Her father worked as a financial advisor, and her mother, a former marketing executive, would later play a major role in managing Taylor's early career. From childhood, Taylor showed a deep love for music and storytelling. She was inspired by country artists she heard on the radio and fascinated by how songs could tell emotional stories. At just 9 years old, she began performing in local talent shows and festivals. But it was clear early on that Taylor wanted more than local attention. She wanted a career in music. By the age of 11, Taylor was traveling regularly to Nashville, Tennessee, the heart of country music, auditioning for record labels. She faced rejection after rejection. Many executives believed she was too young or not ready. Instead of giving up, Taylor turned disappointment into motivation. She began writing her own songs using personal experiences, emotions, and observations to craft lyrics that felt honest and relatable. Recognizing her dedication, her family made a life-changing decision. When Taylor was 14, they moved to Nashville so she could fully pursue her dream. There, she attended high school while continuing to write music relentlessly. She learned to play guitar, co-wrote songs with experienced writers, and performed anywhere she could, from small venues to opening slots for other artists. In 2004, Taylor signed a publishing deal, becoming one of the youngest songwriters in Nashville. 2 years later, she released her self-titled debut album, Taylor Swift. The album introduced her as a fresh voice in country music, young, authentic, and emotionally open. Songs like Tim McGraw resonated with teenage listeners and country fans alike. Slowly, her name began to spread. Taylor's breakthrough came with her second album, Fearless, released in 2008. The album featured hits like Love Story and You Belong With Me, songs that crossed from country radio into mainstream pop culture. Fearless became a massive success, earning Taylor multiple awards and making her one of the youngest artists to win Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards. But Taylor Swift was never content staying in one box. As her fame grew, so did her ambition. She wanted to evolve, to grow, and to reflect her changing life through music. Each album became a new chapter, telling a different story. With Speak Now, Taylor wrote every song herself, proving she wasn't just a singer, she was a serious songwriter. With Red, she experimented with pop sounds while still holding on to emotional depth. Songs like We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together and I Knew You Were Trouble showed a bold new direction. Then came a defining moment in her career. In 2014, Taylor released 1989, a full pop album inspired by 1980s synth sounds. The move was risky, but it paid off. The album dominated charts worldwide and produced hits like Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Style. Taylor had officially transformed from a country star into a global pop icon. However, success came with challenges. As Taylor's fame increased, so did public scrutiny. Her personal relationships became tabloid headlines, critics questioned her authenticity, social media amplified both praise and backlash. One of the most public controversies involved her music ownership, sparking a global conversation about artists' rights and control over their work. Instead of staying silent, Taylor responded in the way she knew best, through music. Albums like Reputation explored themes of public judgment, resilience, and reinvention. Later, Lover showed a softer, more romantic side, celebrating love, growth, and self-acceptance. During the global pandemic, Taylor surprised fans by releasing two introspective albums, Folklore and Evermore. These projects marked a shift towards storytelling, fictional characters, and emotional depth. Critics praised her songwriting, and fans embraced the quieter, reflective tone. It proved once again that Taylor Swift could reinvent herself without losing her core identity. Perhaps one of the most powerful chapters in Taylor's career when she decided to re-record her early albums. After losing ownership of her original masters, Taylor took control of her legacy by releasing Taylor's version albums. The move was unprecedented and highly successful, empowering artists worldwide and redefining what control in the music industry could look like. Beyond music, Taylor Swift became a cultural force. Her tours broke attendance records. Her fan base, known as Swifties, grew into a global community. Her influence extended beyond charts, into fashion, film, business, and even politics. She used her platform to speak on issues she cared about, encouraging young people to find their voice. From a girl writing songs in her bedroom to one of the most powerful musicians in history, Taylor Swift's journey is defined by resilience, reinvention, and relentless creativity. She turned rejection into motivation, criticism into growth, and personal experiences into songs that connected millions of people around the world. Today, Taylor Swift is not just an artist, she's a storyteller, a businesswoman, and a symbol of artistic control in the modern music era. Her story continues to evolve, but one thing is clear: Taylor Swift has already secured her place as one of the greatest and most influential artists of all time.